you.
Yeah, it's just the way he swings. He's more into the submissive types. It's cool.
He likes a gentle touch.
Just messed up face. It's something for the damaged people. The damaged souls.
You tell yourself that you don't know the love that we share. And it's true.
Or
it's real.
Or the bodily secretions.
I believe we're live to YouTube now.
Oh, hey.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Awesome Hardware, episode number 151 to be specific. It's a live show. We stream every Tuesday evening to Twitch TV/Awesome Hardware. We also stream the first half of the show to one of our channels and the second half to the other channel. So we did the first half this week on Kyle's channel, Bitwit. So the link to that is in the description. If you didn't watch, you can watch it, and it was pretty good. I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Now we're going to talk about some more technology.
Please.
We're going to continue to drink a few beers. A quick warning, we do drink beer on the show, and we occasionally use foul language. Not like all the time, but just an adult language warning for you guys who might be sensitive to that thing. We don't want to offend anyone. And of course, if you enjoy drinking beer and you're of age and can drink responsibly, then go ahead and join us. If not, have a tall, cool glass of water. Or soda, or perhaps lemonade.
Iced tea.
Whatever you like, we're not gonna try to tell you exactly how to live your life. If you enjoy our shows and you want to help support us and also get yourself some awesome merchandise, then check out our stores. PaulsHardware.net is my store, and I have a bunch of shirts with my thumbscrew logo on them. There's also some awesome hardware merch. If you order that, the proceeds get split between me and Kyle, since this is kind of it's a collaborative effort that we do with the show. Got a new metallic silver black lightweight hoodie. It's a limited edition, so buy that before it's all gone.
Hell yeah.
Mugs, bottle openers, it's all real nice stuff. Yep. Kyle's store is bitwit.tech/store, and you can also buy stuff there.
Yep.
Desk mats, shirts, wonderful high quality merchandise you can wear or drink liquid out of or use to drag a mouse across.
Yes, people are really enjoying the desk mats. So
they are. These are real nice desk mats. I appreciate that the edges of the desk mats are stitched.
They are.
Which
very high
quality. Can't tell there, but
yep.
Like the desk mat that I was using for so long to build systems on, that's where it started to fail. Was just the corners started to roll up.
Right.
And once that starts happening, it just looks tattered and unkempt.
This is true.
So these are good.
They're good.
Anyway,
buy all of them.
Is that all the intro stuff that we usually say?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you did a nice job covering it.
Oh, we didn't talk about what beer we're drinking. Kyle got the beer today.
Yes, I did.
This is from Slow Brew Reggae Red. This is a red ale. It's 5.6% alcohol by volume. This one-of-a-kind ale was born at our brew pub amidst influential musical acts of California's 90s reggae movement. A harmony of 7 different malts, 3 types of hops, and a dash of hemp seeds. For California hippies. Makes Reggae Red a crowd pleaser. Cool.
And I'm drinking an AleSmith Nut Brown.
It's a really good brown.
Yep. It's a deep mahogany in color. Its rich malt-forward flavor profile balances notes of biscuit, mild cocoa, and earthy hops.
Delicious. All right. Let us continue.
So good.
With some news about technology. Yeah, that's all I had to say about that. First off,
onward.
An article from WCCF Tech. This one's from Hassan. WCCF Tech often deals in the rumors, so this is in the rumor category, but the information is derived from a fairly legitimate source. This is about Intel's 8-core 16-thread Coffee Lake S CPU that has been rumored and has now appeared in the SciSoftware database. For like SciSoft's Tentra and that kind of thing. 8 cores and 16 threads would be 2 more cores and 4 more threads than you can currently get on Intel's mainstream platform with their 6-core, 12-thread 8700K.
Trying to keep up with Ryzen, apparently.
And yes, this is obviously very directly a response to Ryzen because right now on the mainstream, AMD can say like, oh, well, you can buy a 2700X for $330 with 8 cores and 16 threads and that's more cores and threads than what you buy the 8700K for,
Yep.
which was it like $400. It's high 30,
Yeah.
high 300s at least. I
Right.
haven't looked just recently, but
There's a core race going on.
yes.
Core and thread race.
and of course for people who know their stuff, there are some benefits to the 8700K. It's got better per core single core
IPC.
performance. It can eke out more performance from a graphics card in specific CPU limited situations. So it's not like it's a blowout, but marketing perception is huge for companies like Intel and AMD. That's why they've had this ongoing war with their different naming schemes for their chipsets. That's just driving us all insane because we can't keep track of them.
True.
And so, inevitably, Intel is going to launch an 8-core, 16-thread Coffee Lake processor on their mainstream platform. This will probably align with the new chipsets that they're talking about, which are going to be Z390, a refresh, a follow-up to the Z370 boards, because the accusation there was that the Z370 boards, which launched in 2017, were rushed. And so just in the past month, we've had like H370 and like B360, whatever the heck that one is.
Yeah.
We've had the like secondary, the lower tier Intel chipsets launched as well, but they have actually had some better features than Z370. Not overclocking, because you got to have the Z series chipset for overclocking with Intel. But Z390 should allow you to have overclocking, have updated features like USB 3.1 Gen 2, 10 gigabit per second, and I think there's a few other bits of new spice sprinkled in there as well. But this is just a little bit further evidence that that's actually happening. The specs that it was running at were just the base level specs, because that's what's reported by the SciSoft software. So 2.6 gigahertz base clock is what's reported. Also 16 megabyte L3 cache and 2 megabyte L2 cache for 18 megs total. There's no naming scheme, according to the article, attached to this processor, so we don't know anything beyond 8-core and 16-thread Coffee Lake. And then the article also speculates a 95-watt TDP, but that is 100% speculation by the article. They just said, no word on the power range of this part, but we can expect 95-watt TDP. Who knows? Who knows for sure? If they'll scale it up or not for the additional cores and threads. Could be either way. But stay tuned for that. Maybe there'll be more concrete information about that at Computex, which is just a couple weeks off now. Next up, though, CRYORIG.
Oh.
Yes, good old CRYORIG has announced a Oh, sorry, the dogs are going to bark a little bit, or whine a little bit here. CRYORIG has announced a Frostbit M.2 cooler, as well as the C7 RGB. So here's the Frostbit cooler. Wow, Hero's really, really going at it right there. Hero. Sorry, when the dogs bark, like, I could normally holler at them and get them to stop, but if I hollered at them, I'd be hollering right into the mic. It's always a challenge. Hero! Shh. And every time they do that, I'm like, I should just lock them out of the garage. But then I'm like, oh, they're so nice. I like...
You're too much of a softie.
I know. I kind of like having them chilling here.
They are pretty cool chilling here.
But
I feel safe and secure when they're around.
Sorry for the dogs, guys. I appreciate you guys dealing with that.
No problem.
If they keep doing that, I will lock them out, though.
You
anyway,
puppers.
here's the Frostbit. No, wait, Frostbit. So, like a big old beefy
M.2, wow.
M.2 heatsink
Wow.
with a copper heat pipe
Copper
coming off
heat
of it.
pipe from M.2.
Ends like a fin array attached to the heat pipe. This actually kind of reminds me of their... Is that the only picture of it? Here's a better picture of it. Dual stacked heat pipes for M.2. So this is for the hottest of your M.2 NVMe drives that apparently must be overclocking as well. I mean, when it comes to things that you put on top of an M.2 drive, this does look the most like actually means business.
Well, EK does have a water block for M.2, don't
that's
they?
true. That's true. The
That's
water,
probably
the
the only thing
water,
that
the
comes
water
close.
cooling might be a little bit more effective than this.
But this is still
this
close
reminded
second.
me of the old OCZ memory that they had. OCZ made some memory that they had a heat pipe
pipes?
attached to.
Oh, God.
But also
DDR2?
the heat, yeah. Well, might have been DDR3.
Oh.
But the heat pipe came up off of the heatsink and went over the top of the memory, and there was an additional fin array on top of it too. So there you go. I guess what's the latest Samsung? The 970?
970 Evo and Pro.
970 Evo and Pro. Maybe those can make use of that.
Perhaps.
We also have the C7 RGB, and this is just an RGB update to the C7. C7 being their tiny little cooler, ITX cooler. I mean, you don't have to use it in an ITX situation, but low profile. Still does an adequate job of cooling. It's 12 volts RGB that they've added to this, so not addressable.
What's the TDP on that cooler? I forget.
I don't know. Wait, specifications and details.
Okay, 100 watts.
100 watts.
So they now have 3 variants of their C7. The standard one, this one that's RGB, and the copper, the full copper version that they released recently.
Can we get a copper RGB?
Copper RGB is that was my follow-up.
That's what I'm holding out for.
Come on, make it happen.
Probably.
Come on, CRYORIG.
Maybe at Computex 2019 they'll have that for us.
Wait, it says both products will be shown at CRYORIG's Computex booth at Nangang Exhibition Hall. Oh, I know the Nangang Exhibition Hall all too well. IO527. Beautiful. Can't wait to check it out in person.
Probably swing by there. I don't think I have an appointment with them, but usually they're fine just stopping by.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Intel and Micron have launched 96-layer TLC NAND flash, as well as 64-layer QLC. So talking about how many bits per cell there is, and this image actually is a pretty good example of that. SLC, single level cell, which could basically store 2 states.
Yeah.
Basically 1 bit of information, so you could have a 1 or a 0. 2 bits per cell allows you to have each bit in 4 different positions: 1 1 1 0 0 1 or 0 0. Triple level cell TLC allows you to have each bit in 3 different positions, which means you suddenly have a 50% increase in the different states that it's capable of maintaining. QLC then also adds another 33% on top of that with 4 bits per cell. So you can see that this isn't just about like going from 1 to 2 to 3, but actually this is why the increase can be more than just going from 3 to 4.
Right.
So going from 3 to 4 is a 33% increase, not a 25% increase like you might assume, for example.
Sure.
Both of the companies, Intel and Micron, have also created 1 terabit QLC memory dies. So that's a 33% increase in the density that they were able to achieve with TLC, and it will hopefully mean in the future that we'll be getting some much more capacitous.
Capacitous.
Dang it.
Capacititious.
I know it's capacious or capacitous, and I can't remember which one's right. One of them's just not a word.
Capacitous.
Capacitous?
I would go for. I think that one sounds cooler.
That sounds. All right, we'll go with. Point being, they can store a lot of shit. A lot of data.
A lot of shit can be stored.
This actual product from Micron, the 5210 Ion, is a 2.5-inch standard size 7mm thick SSD. So, for you guys at home, yes, it would just fit into your standard computer as a 2.5-inch drive. This is an enterprise level drive though, so unfortunately no prices are listed. I would expect maybe it's expensive. And there's also no further details in the article when it comes to durability of this new memory as well as speed of this new memory. Specifically when they've gone to SLC to TLC, from 1 bit to 2 bit to 3 bit per cell, you get more storage capacity, but you get a drop off in performance and also a drop off in durability, which means how many times that cell can be rewritten over and over again,
right?
Which is important for SSDs and especially enterprise level SSDs. So these might have really good capacities. The Ion 5210 series is going to start. The lowest capacity is 1.92 terabytes, so just shy of 2 terabytes per drive, and it's going to scale up to 7.68 terabytes. That's capacities that's, competitive with mechanical hard drives right now, that scale up to 8 terabytes, and now we're seeing maybe 10 and 12 terabyte drives. So
I don't want to know how much one of these costs, an 8 terabyte SSD with this memory.
Big question is going to be cost, but because they're increasing the density per die, that also reduces the price, so it might be more reasonable than we're expecting, hopefully, possibly, maybe. And yeah, we still have to wait to see like what the actual performance is going to be. These drives will be well suited to the consumer SSD market, where write endurance is much less of a concern than the enterprise space, and cost per gigabyte is a crucial metric for most consumers. So that actually indicates that apart from this enterprise drive that they've talked about here, this does seem to be something that they're going to be targeting at consumers. So hopefully we'll be seeing much higher capacity SSDs on the market soon based on these. And hopefully they won't be crazy overpriced. And hopefully they won't have like really crappy terabytes written stats on them.
I'm ready for high capacitance SSDs for the consumer level. I want like a 6 terabyte SSD, NVMe drive. I'm ready. I think we're all ready for it.
Sorry, there goes the
Oh,
dogs.
there they go.
My wife is home.
Oh,
My wife is home.
so this time it's not a false alarm.
It's not a false alarm.
They actually have a
She's
right to bark
actually
this
home
time.
now.
Okay,
So sorry,
enough.
give it just a moment, guys.
fair enough.
In the meantime, though, we are going to transition over to our next segment, which is, of course, Sword Fight. Sword Fight! The traditional, the revered segment we've been doing for very long here on the show. Sword Fight is where Kyle and I take opposing sides of a controversial topic or subject, and we argue about it. And we also provide you guys with a straw poll that you can vote on. And you can vote on the straw poll, or you can wait and hear what we say, and then vote on the straw poll or whatever, and then we'll see who wins.
Yep. It's up
It's
to
gonna
you.
be awesome.
I'm ready. I'm ready to debate your ass.
So we are very soon going to Computex.
We are. This is all true.
Excuse me. In fact, we're not going to be doing awesome hardware for the next possibly 3 weeks. We're maybe going to be doing an awesome hardware from Taipei, but I have a feeling it will be at a completely random time and maybe even not on the right day.
Yeah.
Because if we wanted to do it at the right time, we would need to do it at 8:30 a.m.
Yeah,
on Tuesday morning,
Not
the
happening.
first day of Computex,
not happening.
which is not going to happen.
No.
But we're staying in the same hotel, so maybe we could do one early on Monday night,
Yeah.
or later on Tuesday or something like that. So
Sure.
We'll tweet about it and let you guys know. But Computex coverage, CES coverage. If you guys watch our channels, you've maybe seen some of our coverage before, and this tends to happen a couple times a year at least when these shows come around. We go to the shows, we do coverage at the shows. Usually it results in lots of videos. I usually post a couple videos a day when I'm doing the show coverage because it's very dense. There's lots of stuff to talk about and everything. So, question here
Overdose.
is: do you guys even care about that? Like, is this all wasted time or not?
And money.
Waste of time, money. We shouldn't even bother with it because nobody really cares about the coverage, Computex and CES. So go ahead and vote on that if you want. And in the meantime, Kyle and I will argue about this. What do you think, Kyle?
I'm gonna say yes. It's a great way to learn about new and upcoming products. That's my argument.
All right, a bold choice.
There's gonna be so many great launches at Computex. You know how I know? Because there were no good launches at CES this year. Which means that all the manufacturers, all the vendors were saving their good stuff for Computex. So this is the event to go to. This is the event to cover. This is where all the hot shit's gonna come and blow our minds. Okay, this is the first sign of next year's trend. Because there's always a trend every year. Every Computex, there's a new trend. Like 2-3 years ago, it was RGB, and then a year after that, it was tempered glass everywhere.
It was more RGB.
and more RGB. RGB had infiltrated into more components.
And then
more
last
devices.
year they were like maximum RGB.
Maximum RGB. So this is the year of ultimate maximum super RGB, which we don't even know what that's going to be like. So I mean,
You can't even predict it.
no, you can't. It's an animal that can't be tamed, and yep, you can't wait to see it. So, yep. Computex.
All right, obviously, I
win.
disagree.
Come on.
Computex is a grueling hell week of constant video bombardment of the same booth coverage from 8 different YouTubers. And 8 is conservative. One thing I've noticed, more and more YouTubers going to cover the Computex every year. You know, used to be you could go to Computex, run into maybe 1 or 2 other YouTubers. Now it's just like a forest. There's a forest of YouTubers there.
Running around.
All going around, making videos. Bunch of young whippersnappers with their cameras and they're talking.
Meddling kids.
How dare they? Point being,
How dare
like,
they do what we
you
did.
guys at home, right? Innocent, sitting, all you want is some entertainment, some information. Watch a video about some technology from time to time. Suddenly, you pull out your phone, you look at your feed,
Pull it out.
your notifications, and you're like, oh my god, Computex. And there's just this spam of information there, and it's like there's too much. It's too much to even assess and understand and try to discern one from the other. And you start watching them, just get involved in a playlist, and suddenly it's like 3 a.m. and you've been watching Computex videos for like 16 hours straight, sort of continuously doing lines of cocaine so you can just stay awake and alert. Hero just came charging in like he was doing some.
Are you gonna be okay?
We've all been there, obviously, and it's just something that I don't really think the people at home should be subject to or forced to go, to have to deal with. So, that's why it sucks. Nobody should actually care about Computex. I do agree with question 3 though, that the jet lag afterwards I'm not looking forward to.
Ugh.
Jet lag is awful.
Especially since we'll be in Asia for like 2 weeks.
Coming back from the Asia area over to the U.S. area, Western United States, you go over the Dateline, and
Dateline NBC.
For about a week and a half, 2 weeks afterwards, just every afternoon at about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, you just suddenly feel like you've been up for 48 hours straight. You get all clammy.
Yeah, you turn into a zombie.
Your body just shuts down, and you're like, no, I'm going to stay awake and fight my way through this. And then you're just asleep.
Nope. There's just no way.
And then you wake up, and you're like, you've slept for 4 hours, and it's like 10 at night. And you're like, what do I do now? Yeah, jet lag sucks.
I posted a vlog after the last Computex last year, and the vlog started at 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Just like, I don't know.
We're getting breakfast.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. All right, let's see who won. Ah, you won, Kyle.
Yay!
69% too. Hey,
magic number.
good number.
See, Computex.
Well, that's good.
These events are great.
I'm glad. I feel positive about that. I know some people do get a bit inundated, but overall, I think it's a good experience, and I really enjoy going to Computex. So
yeah, it's a good time.
Looking forward to that.
And we get to see a bunch of good tech friends.
All right, we got to follow up. Who would win a fight, me or Kyle?
You, by sheer mass and evilness.
Call me fat. You call me fat when you fight.
Let's take this outside right now. Let's put it to the test. Let's do a demo.
I realized we've never actually asked this question, so I felt like it was something that we should put out there to people. All right, you went first last time, so I'm not gonna let you go first again. But obviously, I think Kyle would win in a fight. See, Kyle is you can't determine Kyle's nationality. I feel like that's what his secret.
You're about to trigger me right now.
His
I'm about to beat you up.
Hidden skill is
I'm gonna beat you the hell
is
up
that you're
right
not
now.
exactly sure what you're dealing with. So it's like if I was going to fight Kyle, what style would I possibly use? Do I use the dragon style? Do I use tiger style?
I don't know if he knows jujitsu
I'm not
or...
sure, because obviously it's a game. It's a counterbalance. You have to determine what's the proper response in order to counter the attack and everything. And that's where I feel like
I know
he has the advantage over me. So
I know all of the martial arts. I'm like MMA.
Although I have been trained in the ways of fighting, and I'm very deadly, and you don't want to mess with me. I think Kyle would win.
I would just bring a gun. I think I would just bring a gun.
Okay. Well,
because I know that I wouldn't be able to win a fist fight. I'm too peaceful of a person. I'm
so
not.
Are you arguing for me then? But you would win if you brought a gun?
Oh no! Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine. I guess I have to argue for me. Yeah, that's how I would win. Is I'd bring a gun and pistol whip your ass. But that's really the only way that I could fend you off.
But that's not, the gun isn't part of the question there.
Okay, then...
So obviously, I would win.
All right. Geez, how would I even argue me winning a fight?
I argued you winning already.
Okay, so I'm going to argue that you win.
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay, you're right.
This whole time.
All right, Paul wins.
Trying to...
Hands down. Sorry, I got all twisted.
You remember Sword Fight, right? Kyle, we've done,
yes.
done
I'm supposed to pick the
once or
opposite
twice.
answer as you.
Yeah.
I got this. I've been here. I've done this before. I swear I'm a professional. Paul would win because he is bigger, faster, stronger, and harder in many ways. I have always been a pacifist. I've been a very peaceful, non-confrontational person. I'm very sensitive.
Conscience.
And I get upset, even like, killing bugs and stuff. It haunts me.
Conscientious objector.
Yes, I'm a conscientious objector. That's what I am. So I would say Paul would totally smoke my ass. He could sit on me. He could punch me in the face. I'd just fall over. He could pee on me. I'd probably just shrivel up and die.
This is getting kind of vaguely erotic.
Oh, God. And my father-in-law's in chat. Hey, perfect timing. Hey, how's it going there? Oh, God. No. Yep. Here we go. Perfect timing.
Let's see
luck.
what you guys think. Oh! Wow!
What? Oh, my God. Oh, wait. It's a tie between... It's a tie between you and
I
no
thought
one.
me and you were neck and neck, but no. It's
And
either,
I'm way down there.
It's either me or no one. No one would really win.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was going to add a fourth option that the fans would win, but I didn't want to confuse things too much. All right, well, Kyle, obviously people have no faith
confidence in my fighting ability,
in your jiu-jitsu skills.
Which I'm siding with them, really. But hey, I won that argument,
you're
so
a lover,
screw you.
not a fighter. So there we go. All right, we are now to the segments of the show that I have been looking forward to for quite some time. It is mail time. Yes, indeed.
Mail time.
And we have gotten like
So
a
much
bunch
stuff.
of stuff. We actually have a bunch of stuff to open. So
This one's from Extra PC. I'm just gonna start opening
Kyle's
stuff.
just gonna start.
Starting with the smaller
I'm gonna try
things.
To get the right lower thirds.
Oh, hey, I got a 64 gig USB drive. It's USB 3.
What? From where?
Instructions for using Extra PC. Identify the boot menu key for your computer. What is this? Is this like a kill stick? Is this going to kill my whole system? Insert it and then navigate to File Explorer. Open the Extra PC drive. Double click the executable file. Follow the instructions. What
So
does this do? I'm scared.
I'm freaked out too. No.
New life for old computers. It says It says Extra PC. New life for old computers.
Oh, this is horrible.
Easy to use. I'm gonna look this up. Extra
For anyone,
PC.
don't even go to their website. For anyone out there, all right.
What does this do?
A found USB is like a very, very common hacking technique.
Yeah.
And if USB having direct physical access to your computer is a security risk, big time. I have no idea what this company is or where this came from or why they're asking him to load it up and run an executable off of it. It's possible that this is legit on some level, but I would not trust this at all.
Built on the proven foundation of Linux, it bypasses the old, slow, bloated Windows operating system to make your PC into a blazing fast, high-performance PC with a new, simple-to-use operating system that has the familiar look and feel of your Windows PC. It even works with missing or faulty hard drives. Since it runs on a USB stick, your existing computer is not altered, and you'll have access to all your old files. You simply plug it in, restart your PC to boot into the USB, and start using Extra PC. Extra PC is easy to use and made for speed. It will also send all of your sensitive and personal information to an updated cloud that's privatized on a secret hideout database and will certainly be used to exploit against you and blackmail the shit out of you and your likeness. I don't know. I wish I could. I'm just gonna wipe the drive somehow on a system that I don't care about.
I would never plug that into anything.
Unless I was making a video about it.
All right, if you have an air-gapped, not network-connected laptop,
I have a 10-year-old laptop that doesn't
that you
work.
want to plug it into and see what happens, then sure, that's fine. But
It's very sketchy.
it's just
Even the sticker on the USB drive is like printed out with like just a laser jet printer.
even if this company makes some software or some
Very
utility that's supposed to go in and help, which is possible. They have a YouTube video. I have no idea what extra PC is or whatever.
No.
Even
neither
if
do I.
that's the case, this was mailed to you. They could have duped all this stuff, taken the USB
Exactly,
drive,
yeah.
put something else on it.
Yeah, you have no
Yeah.
idea. Very sketchy. Thank you for the very sketchy gift, whoever sent that.
All right, this was sent to my PO box, which is 4325. PO Box 4325, Diamond Bar, California 91765. By the way, and this
Sweet.
is from Brandon G from New York.
Brandon.
He wrote a letter. Looks like.
What a G.
I don't see any white powder or anything. It says, "Hey Paul, I just want to know if you have any extra GPUs or SSDs or hard drives. Can you send some, please? If you can't, it's okay. Just send back."
Oh,
From Brandon. Thank you, Brandon.
it's okay, Paul. It's
I-
okay if you don't have any free hardware to give
I
people.
do not. I get asked this all the time, but it actually feels a lot more like it makes me smile when it's actually a handwritten letter.
Yeah.
So that is something.
Authentication.
We've
Very
discussed
authentic.
before the sort of dilemma that comes along with disposing of hardware that we can't use ourselves anymore, but we need to find a good use for.
Yeah.
It's not always easy, but we do try to find unique ways to make use of it from time to time. So
True.
But Brandon, I do appreciate you sending this letter to me.
I've got some stuff here. What do we have?
Oh hey.
Oh, it's a Mag Connect.
More USB drives?
Magnet. Looks like a Magnet Keychain. Okay, that's interesting. There's a quick disconnect S-binder micro lock. It's like a
Oh.
little mini carabiner for your keychain.
That's cool.
These are all kind of handy. A nano torch, which is a mini flashlight, it looks like. How do you engage that? Oh, it's already kind of like...
Yeah, you can
Oh, God!
dropping.
I dropped it. I dropped it. It's broken. No, it's fine. How do you actually figure that out?
What's it supposed to do?
It's a light. It's
Oh,
a
it's a
light.
light.
Twist to turn on, it says. So, it should be simple enough instructions. And then there's a magnetic key hanger. So someone's just kind of given me like a kit to hang and keep my keys all in order. Key Smart with tile smart location. I do have a tile. I already have a tile. This is a Key Smart tile. Oh, that's cool. Never lose your keys again. Attached to any
This
key,
is actually kind of useful.
any car remote. The little light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's handy. Cool. Looks, you can attach several keys to this little key holder. This is the Key Smart. And then it's tile enabled, so if you lose it, you can just ring your tile and it'll beep or whatever, tell you where it's at.
Tiles,
pretty cool.
if you lose your keys often, get a tile. They're if you
super
lose your
cool.
keys or if you lose your phone.
Yeah, either way.
As long as you don't
Goes
lose
both ways.
both at the same time, because you
Then
can
you're
use your
screwed.
phone to find your keys,
Yep.
or you can use your keys to find your phone.
Yes.
Anyway.
That's actually a really cool gift. Thank you very much. Whoever sent that. There was no name, as far as I can tell.
All right, this one is from IvyNat13, and it comes from Puerto Rico.
IvyNat 13
Oh
in
my
Puerto
gosh.
Rico.
I'm excited about
Puerto
this.
Rico. Okay.
Oh, look, a Puerto Rican. This is what you can buy at the supermarket in Puerto Rico.
Ay, ay, ay. Propane tanks and something. What the hell is it? Beans? Lay's, Chef Boyardee. These are just coupons. I think this is all just packaging.
Yeah, it was just that was just packaging.
I know.
Nothing.
I'm aware. I knew that.
What is this?
The heck is that? What a peculiar package.
I think it's a bottle of beer.
I do not look like a Puerto Rican drug lord. Shut up. You look like a Puerto Rican drug lord.
No, you.
Especially when I'm opening these packages like, oh, what's that white powder in here?
This is taped up really well. So
This is a big one.
I'm pretty sure this is a bottle of beer
Oh, a bottle of beer. All for that.
or a bottle of something. sauce. What's going on here?
The sauce. Oh yeah, it looks like. Wait, let me see that knife after you.
Careful, the bottom part of it is sharp.
Oh,
this is sauce.
Is it? What kind of
Oh
sauce?
my god.
Miel con
Borincana.
Guayaba.
Borincana? Or Cana? Miel con
Borincana.
Guayaba. Artisanal, 100% pure, without processing.
Is it sauce? It's hot sauce
I
or
don't
barbecue
know.
sauce?
It's sauce.
Should we taste it really quick?
It's Puerto Rican sauce.
Should we take a little tiny taste?
I mean,
I feel like we have
I guess
to-
we could.
Let's take a little taste, right?
I did not know that there was that Puerto Rican, that you could just like sauce Puerto Rico. Careful, this is dangerous.
Sorry.
Aha.
All right, I'm gonna try this.
I need
I'm
to
very
sharpen. I need to
curious.
sharpen this knife. This
Very, very curious.
curve is really in need of it.
All right. Awesome sauce. Here we go.
What's it
I'm
smell
gonna
like?
taste. Oh wow, it's honey.
It's honey.
It's like a honey,
Oh.
which makes sense because there's a freaking bee on it, but it's honey. It's totally honey, right?
Oh wow.
It's like a honey sauce that you use for basting
Honey from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rican bees. Thank you, all the Puerto Rican bees, and
That's very tasty.
Hmm.
All right.
yummy.
Thank you for the honey.
I don't know. Now you got to find things to add honey to.
I know.
Maybe start making like some yogurt parfaits in the morning.
No shortage of things you can add honey to.
I'm sure those Puerto Rican bees, know what's up more than our shitty American bees. Shitty American bees probably just sitting on their ass, playing video games, eating McDonald's. Puerto Rican bees are hard at work.
I'm saving this one.
Meanwhile.
I'm saving this one for the end.
Okay. Oh my god, this is actually a fairly heavy package. It'd be better to just cut it. That was easy. Oh, look, it's beer!
Beer.
We got a 6-pack of beer.
Oh, awesome.
What? Ooh.
Oh, is that the same?
Mix and match, 6 import micro brew, the Ingles Advantage. What kind of beer do we got here? Wait, did we get this one last time? Green Man.
That looks very similar to
Green Man.
Yeah.
Didn't we get this one? Yeah.
So maybe he sent you a 6-pack too.
Yeah, perhaps. Green Man, Oatmeal Porter, Asheville's original craft beer. Beautiful.
Or just a follow-up, because those
Be a
are
follow-up.
different flavors.
Yes. Thank you very much. This will not last long, which is a good thing.
Did we find out who it's from?
On the front it says just as Common Ground Distributors.
All right.
It doesn't actually have a note to it, so
No note or anything inside.
yeah, no.
Beer arriving.
Just beer.
Just fine.
I'm not gonna complain.
Not much to complain about there. All right.
What's that?
This doesn't say who it's from either. It's just right. It's from me. All right. And oh wait, there's a
I'm scared.
paper
What the hell is in there?
inside. Hey Paul, I found my old AMD FX60. Oh, AMD Athlon 64 FX60, 4000 plus, Asus A8N SLI motherboard and 4 gigs of RAM. Wanted to send them your way to add to your collection. Didn't test them to see if they're still working, but they were when I stopped using them. Hope you can use them for something. Alright,
Okay.
so it's an FX50 and an A8N SLI motherboard. Wow. I used to have this motherboard. What is this, a cooler? Oh, he included a Zalman cooler.
Wow.
Is this a CNPS?
It's one of the old school circular ones.
The NVIDIA. It's like the Enforce. Old Zalman copper lined cooler.
This is a Threadripper ready.
Included the motherboard manual for the A8N SLI. That's
Look at how small that
That's
cold
how
plate
useful
is.
is the-
Jesus.
mounting bracket.
What a
for
cute
it.
little cold plate. 3 copper heat pipes.
And here we have. Oh wait, the CPU is
Oh, the fan doesn't even spin.
not in a box or anything. The CPU is just loose in here.
Oh, those pins are made of steel.
I don't know if it fell out or what. but it looks okay. The pins aren't even bent. I don't know how that's possible.
I mean,
So here we go.
there needs to be some other hard thing pressing up against it to really
iPhone
bend.
64 FX 4000.
And he said he's not sure if it works or not?
He said it was working the last he checked.
Okay.
So, there we go.
I can hear it breathing.
Hold on.
Cool. And you have a cooler to cool it with.
Cute things.
You have a new HTP. You have half the parts for a new HTPC fall.
Well, this would be like a retro test or whatever, because the power efficiency of this is just horrible now.
Oh, wow. You got some
There it
DDR2
is.
in there.
The A8N SLI with the DDR2? Yeah, DDR2
Yeah.
installed.
So that's what? Are those 2 gig DIMMs?
This is an OCZ kit. 3200.
Oh, 1 gig DIMM. So there's 4 gigs of RAM
1
in there.
gig DIMMs, 4 gigs of memory in there, which is a lot for
Look at that. Look at that
time.
heat pipe going from the chipset to the VRM.
All right.
That's
well,
pretty cool. That's
thank you.
something for the wall. You know, you hang that up and frame it or something.
Yeah,
it's like a fossil.
I could add that to that up there with the DFI LAN party. Don Cell, thank you so much for sending this over. I need to find a good proper use. Wait,
Knife.
no, there's two processors.
Give me that knife. Knife
There's
me.
2 processors. There's this one in here.
Yeah, and the one in the socket.
And there's the FX64.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Okay, sorry. Here's a knife.
Dual CPUs. Okay, this one's from Russell S. Addicted PC in Chicago. Okay. It's fairly light. Fairly light for a package this size. Let's see what Mr. Russell sent me. What does it say? Addicted PC.
Hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
Oh,
What?
it's the
It's an
RGB.
AC
It's the RGB power cable.
AC cable. Oh my god, this is so cool.
That he asked you about.
What? This looks like a cable mod thing. Holy crap. So these light up, I'm guessing?
Yeah,
These are both RGB ends. Wow.
that's
It's
awesome.
a pretty heavy duty, and it's sleeved. It's got a sleeving on it. Where do you...
Do you want to plug it in?
Yeah, can we? Yeah, we have your whole new setup here.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, but will it just automatically...
Probably need a jumper power supply. Hold on.
Looks like there's a 4-pin LED connector there. There she blows.
Here.
Yep. Sweet. Oh, and the fan just immediately turned on.
Yeah, well, it's jumper. It's jumper.
Oh, it's already jumpered. Okay.
So
I didn't think that was already
it's
jumpered.
probably not gonna. I'm guessing it's not gonna light up unless the controller is connected.
Yeah.
What is it?
Which is
come
why
with?
they have just a 4-pin cable. And an expansion slot, I guess. For some
Do I
reason.
have? Hold on.
Yeah, do you have a motherboard?
No, I've been dealing with lots of different RGB solutions recently that
or-
have little individual.
Or the cable mod. If you have a cable mod cable kit with the SATA to 4-pin RGB header, that would work too.
Controller.
Yeah, a controller would be ideal too. If you have the kit, includes the controller too.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have controllers from
This is a beefy ass cable though.
multiple locations recently.
I didn't know this
I don't
existed.
think-
Have you seen this cable somewhere before? Like,
No, I thought somebody sent that to us on the show and asked us if they should send it to
really?
us.
I don't even remember.
You don't-
No, I have
recall.
no recollection.
All
That's
right,
pretty sweet, though.
I thought I might have something lying around, but I don't. So you'll have to do a video on that in the future. or
Okay.
something.
All right. Well, that's
An
really
actual-
cool. Thank you again. I wish I knew the people who sent us these things so we could give you guys a shout out and stuff. But that's really cool. Very neat gift.
All right. Next up, from Willie.
Willie.
In North
Willie.
Carolina.
Willie.
We have another package,
Free Willie.
which is heavy, and I don't know what's involved here, so might take some work to get open.
Oh yeah.
How many do you have left, Kyle?
I have one main one left.
Okay, I have this one and then that other one, and that other one I'm pretty sure has stuff for both of us in it.
Oh, cool. I think, yeah, the one that I have left to unpack also has stuff for both of us.
Alright, this one has a paper. Hola, from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic.
Hola.
Dominican Republic? I thought this came from South Carolina. I hope that both Paul and Kyle enjoy the #1 beer in the Dominican Republic on the next awesome hardware. Dominicans prefer to drink beer when the beer is dressed as a bride, literally speaking. You can confirm this with a commercial, and he put a link to a YouTube video. Just look at YouTube for Casao con Presidente for the first result of the list. Best regards, a Dominican family living in the USA. Alright, so
Okay.
this
Sure. Sure, why not?
beer. We got lots of beer today, I feel like.
Hella beer.
It's very strapped with lots of plastic.
Oh, it to me.
So,
I'm gonna make sure that I have everything here. Haha. It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas every time you guys send us
yeah,
stuff.
it is. It's fun.
I really enjoy it. And I haven't checked my P.O. box in like 2 months, so that's why I have some stuff.
There's at least one package for today that would have been returned today if I didn't go.
Oh, really?
and pick up. Yeah. So.
Taking up
Here it
space.
is. Presidente.
Presidente.
Look, they're individually
Ooh.
packaged too. All right. So.
Cool.
All right, from the Dominican Republic.
Nice.
Presidente beer. We'll have to give this a shot.
Looks refreshing.
Probably not today, but we will we will hang on to this, and the next time we have beer here, we'll try this out.
Yeah.
And thank you to the Dominican family living in the USA who sent this over.
And then I saved the biggest one for last.
No.
This package is fairly huge, but it's even heavier than it looks. This is from Bearded Axe Sauces and Marinades. I actually looked this up online and found nothing. So perhaps this is some sort of, home project or whatever that the person has sent us. I'm going to cut away from us so I don't kill us. But it's a very heavy package. It's a good 15 to 20 pounds. It's very heavy. I would have to imagine that there are sauces and marinades in here based on the shipping label.
Potentially. The entire box is covered with packing tape.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't just tape up where the box closes along the edges.
Right.
They covered the entire box with packing tape.
Yep. They know how clumsy I am. They were thinking ahead. Okay, so that side's good.
I'm feeling bad with how dull my knife is.
It's doing the job.
If you get down to the serrated part, it's sharp.
Okay, I think we're good. Here we go. Bum ba da bum 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 bum. Oh wow. This appears to be very well packaged. There's like egg crate stuff in here.
You can't just toss sauce in a box and expect it to arrive.
This is true.
Safe and sound.
Oh wait, hold on. Is it sauce though, or is it beer? I mean, either way, I'll be happy because I like both.
Beer
equally.
sauce?
Oh! Double Charlatan, double India Pale Ale.
That's beer.
That is so beer. Double dry hopped. Wow. 60 IBUs.
That looks like science beer.
It does, right? It looks like it's been handcrafted in a laboratory somewhere.
Yeah.
Bigger, hoppier, citrusier. Ooh, I like this so far.
Looks fun.
We also have this one that says
Hey ya.
double dry hopped double India Pale Ale with Motueka and Galaxy hops. Whoa, from Microphone Brewing.
Okay.
This is stuff that I've never even heard of. So
Yeah, this is very...
very exciting. And then we have one more here. Darkness. Surly Brewing Company, Darkness Russian Imperial Stout. Ooh.
These aren't...
So
this is from Maplewood Brewing Company. This is from Microphone Brewing.
And this is from Surly. So they're all different breweries.
These are different. All right.
Wow. There's more. Wow, there's like 2 layers of shit.
Amazing.
Crap. I'm so glad none of this leaked and that it was properly packaged.
Yeah.
Makes all the difference. Hubbard's Cave, El Zacaton. This is a 12% beer.
My God.
Holy crap. So we don't need to buy beer for Awesome Hardware for like the next month.
No, we don't. We're like totally set.
Freaking awesome. Holy crap. Imperial Stout fermented on toasted oak with almond flour, cacao nibs, cinnamon sticks, vanilla beans, ancho or ancho chilies, guajillo chilies, habanero chilies. Wow.
Damn, sounds spicy.
Wow. Don't drink this while I'm gone, Paul. I'm trusting you with all this. Hubbard's Cave IPA, fresh 1 hop. Wow, mosaic. 8.5%.
Man, who sent this?
I know, there's no note in here.
There's no note.
I don't see a note. Hold on. And then finally we have Le Grand Monde, 6.5%. It's a Flanders-style Oudbrun American Wild Ale with Morello cherries.
Jeez.
It's a sour. I love sours.
These all seem
so
unique and intriguing.
Don't they also? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
they're so exotic sounding. I can't wait to try all of these. Whoever sent them, please be a note. Be there a note? Somewhere.
There's nothing in there?
Somewhere. Nothing. Just vanished like a magician.
Wow.
Gone. So whoever sent this, thank you from the bottom of both of our hearts. The buying us beer, trying to bribe us with beer will get you everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know the way to our hearts is really through our liver. Can't wait to try all those, man. Crap.
Let's hope they hold up for a while longer.
I'm sure.
All right.
We have tons of beer now.
Last package here comes from England.
Last package.
And you know what that means, Kyle?
It's a giant European dildo.
Well, sometimes. Oh, it's double packed.
Sometimes.
Open this side. Oh. I appreciate that, Adrian.
Don't tell me what to do. Oh, Adrian?
Well,
Is this
that's my assumption.
Silver Shaman?
Yes.
Oh.
He was saying he was going to send us another delivery.
I do recall that. That'd be effing awesome.
Alright.
Effing awesome. Twitch says we have 0 viewers right now.
Yep.
Now 7-7.
Alright, so Adrian's a longtime viewer. He lives in England. He has sent us fudge on multiple occasions, and every time he sends it, we're like, "Oh my gosh, that was so good."
It's always so
We're
good.
so thankful. Please never send us fudge again. Not like
but
really,
please
like
do.
we say that to be nice, because like
But
you know
kind of.
it's not that good for you and everything. But he keeps sending it, and we
keep eating
and
it.
it's awesome. So. It looks like we have 2 packets here.
Hell yeah.
One for Kyle
I was gonna ask him.
and Heather, one for me and Diana.
I told him to surprise me with what type of fudge to get me. I said, you really can't go wrong. Everything he's gotten me before. Ooh, vanilla clotted cream fudge. Oh my god.
Yeah, the clotted cream is amazing.
Chocolate fudge is a classic, and the honeycomb fudge is my personal fave.
Coffee and cream. I don't think we have tried this yet.
That's a good one.
That sounds pretty awesome. We got Bailey's fudge, which is apparently a specific type of fudge. Super fudge. And of course, the vanilla clotted cream. Oh my gosh. Adrian, thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
Like my mouth is watering.
I know.
It's just
So hungry now.
good. Wait, we should eat a little bit. We have to eat a little bit on screen.
Okay, are you gonna bust one open?
Let's try the coffee and cream.
All right.
I don't think I've tried this yet.
Let's do it. Yeah. Thanks for the diabetes in advance.
Yep. In the meantime, we will end my half of the show by
Do we have donations?
doing some... Oh, do we have any donations?
Oh yeah. Bazinga. $10. Here's some money for you to get some IPAs, Paul. Kyle said you loved them last night during a gaming stream. I did. I did.
You did?
I sold you out.
Alright.
Oh.
Oh,
It's
so
like
good.
coffee, but it's creamy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's so good.
Mmm.
Fudge.
Yes.
My God,
this
fudge.
does technically make Adrian a fudge packer.
Oh, fudge.
Mmm.
Fudge is...
Mmm. It's like there's like weed, and then there's like ecstasy, and then there's fudge. It's like this
That's
is
your-
releasing more dopamine than any recreational drug
Those are your levels of classification.
any of my friends have ever had. All right. Bazinga, thank you very much for the donation. You've also donated another $10.
Twice.
I hate you, Paul. After your video about doing spring cleaning, I had to start spring cleaning. Thanks a lot, Paul. You're now on my pie list, along with Kyle. Details to follow soon.
I like pie.
I don't like how he says details to follow soon.
I enjoy pie.
Like he's like we're in his fucking game of Saw. I want to play a game.
I find it intriguing. Like, I'm kind of curious, like, what's next in this?
To find the key to unlock the pie,
Will it be
You
pain?
must jump through 10 hula hoops and dance around like an idiot.
That sounds...
it's diabolical.
Sounds like some great exercise.
It's a diabolical.
Try to stay
asshole.
positive about Bazinga X's proposal, but thank you, Bazinga
He is
X.
giving us money, so I guess he gets a
And
pass.
I try to inspire people with the spring cleaning videos because, you know, gotta stay inspired.
You're a
Inspire
real hero.
myself.
Jesse N, $10.
Jesse.
If I send you pictures of my rig I built for my brother, can you tell me what you think of it? Of course we will. It was a gift. He did not pay for it. I built it because he just had a crappy laptop with only 2 gigs of RAM.
I
Yeah.
bet he's very appreciative then. Or he should be.
Hit me up for Pin My PC on Tuesday. Next Tuesday, after I send out the tweet, go ahead and tweet me a picture and say, hey, this is my brother's rig. And perhaps you'll get picked on next episode.
And I also get lots of random tweets from people asking for feedback here and there, and I'm sure Kyle does too. I do try to respond to those, but like with Twitter, it's like I jump.
So hard.
I go on and I start looking at a couple things, and like maybe I'll be able to reply, and then I get distracted with something else. So I don't always respond. So I apologize if I don't, but I do sometimes. So try again, I guess, if I don't get back to you, and I'm sorry if I don't. But,
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Dr. Mobius, $10, sent my question late on Kyle's channel, so I'll ask you, Paul.
Oh.
I'm returning to the PC world after 8 years of using Macs. I need an Intel motherboard for an 8700K that has Thunderbolt 3 support. Any recommendations?
Specifically with Thunderbolt 3 support, I would not know off the top of my head. I apologize. But I would say for your 8700K, because we're seeing a lot of random rumors and stuff like that from Intel right now, maybe hold off for 2-3 weeks and see what the Computex launches, what launches happen at Computex. Because if you've already got the 8700K and you're looking specifically for a motherboard, I would expect that there's going to be the Z390 stuff that's been rumored coming out, and you'd probably want to invest in one of those.
Right.
And,
It'll have all the updated connectivity support for things like that.
Yeah, and you should be able to find one that has Thunderbolt support. Personally, I tend to lean towards Asus.
Me too.
But Gigabyte and MSI are also perfectly adequate options. I mean, it depends on the board. Some boards are better than others.
ASRock's been good to me too.
I like ASRock too. I know that pretty much casts a net around the entire...
EVGA.
Oh yeah, EVGA.
Wifey Sauce uses an EVGA board every day at work, and it's been
Solid. So
But yeah,
your pick of the litter.
take a look at your options that come out after the Z390 stuff launches, which hopefully it does.
Moshe Koyanov, $10. Why is it that when I offset my GPU by 150 megahertz from the stock speed, it crashes? I need help, please. By the way, what's a good monitor for $700? Wow, way to bundle in two questions there.
So if you're overclocking and you're unstable, it means that you've
reached a max.
Your GPU is not able to run at that frequency.
Yeah.
At least not without additional cooling or voltage.
Yeah. It could be factory overclocked. It might just not have a bunch of headroom. You might have gotten a dud in the Silicon Lottery. There's a whole lot of reasons why your GPU isn't overclocking as much as you'd like it to. So just do it in 5 to 10 megahertz increments until it crashes, and then maybe back it off 10 to 20 megahertz from that, just so that you can ensure rock solid stability no matter what application you're running. That's what I typically do. But 150 megahertz is asking quite a bit. You should be happy with even half that for a lot of GPUs these days.
Good monitor for $700. You didn't tell us what kind of GPU you have, but I'm assuming with the 150 megahertz offset that you're talking about an NVIDIA graphics card.
Yeah.
For $700, I'm not going to tell you specifically what monitor to get. I'm going to tell you what specs I would want. 2560 by 1440, 120 hertz or better, probably 144 hertz, G-Sync support, and then possibly HDR. If you can throw it in there, that's more of a maybe.
Look to Acer or Asus for those.
Yeah.
Be my suggestion.
Samsung has good monitors too. B&Q has good monitors too.
Yeah. If
yeah.
it is an AMD card.
Okay.
RM4453, $10. Paul's Hardware. You mind looking at this build and suggesting changes? Will be using to stream video, edit, and code. Worth waiting for Threadripper second generation instead of 2700X. Will by July-ish, if not. There's a link there.
I can't click the link.
Are we gonna click the link?
I'm not sure.
I'm scared.
Kind of scared to click the link too. You clicking the link?
Let's do it. No, wait. It's not. It's not working.
You didn't copy it.
I did. I thought I did. Oh God.
What the hell's happening?
I thought I did. It doesn't.
You need to put the dot between the tiny and CC.
Good Lord. PC part picker.
Oh, well, good.
2700X.
Just
X47. Thank God it wasn't like some phishing link or something.
You know, there's lots of websites that will preview shortcut links for you. But
I know.
we know of none of them.
No, you know,
All right.
fuck it, we'll do it live.
2700X
X470 gigabyte
motherboard.
Aorus Gaming 7.
32 gigs of memory.
Wow.
All right, double check that the memory is compatible with the CPU. Because you're not going to be 100% sure on that. Because it's 16 gig DIMMs, and you're going to have a slightly lower...
We need to kind of know what you're doing with the system to know if the parts are appropriate.
400 gig Corsair Neutron SSD, and a Crucial MX500 1TB SSD, and a 3TB hard drive, and a 1080 Ti, and a Fantex Eclipse P400. I mean, it's a high-end build. What was the question?
He just wanted us...
We'll be using to stream, video, edit, and code.
Stream,
worth
video,
waiting for second Threadripper second gen instead of the 2700X. If you're talking about July-ish, then that might be closer to Threadripper second gen. And the memory kit you're talking about would, well, you're talking about 16 gig. Anyway.
Video
it's
editing.
it's a very good question. You'd have a lot more cores and threads with Threadripper second gen than you would with the 2700X, but you'd pay $300, $400, $500 more for the CPU and probably $100 more for the motherboard. So
yeah,
you're paying more for that.
2700X is going to be great for editing already.
The system you have laid out here is really high end, very solid, lots of cores and threads, and it will kick ass. So if you're ready to build a system, then go for it.
Why are people saying frozen?
Oh, this froze again. Sorry about that, guys.
Weird.
It's weird how inconsistent that's been. It happened
know.
a couple times on Kyle's half, and now just once on my half.
Bizarre. MB67, $13.37. Paul, I thought I heard that you're going to spend time in Japan either before or after Computex. If so, anything specific you want to see while you're there?
Thank you, sir. Mr. Lenticular, yes, I'm going to be spending some time with my wife in Japan before Computex. Kyle's going to be spending some time in Japan after Computex. It's sort of it's weird. We both plan these trips independently, by the way. Specifically, we're going to Kyoto and Osaka, so we're looking for some like less big city type environments. We're probably going to go to some shrines and stuff like that. We're definitely seeing the robot restaurant in Tokyo because we're spending the last couple days there.
We're gonna try to.
And we're also supposed to do Mario Kart. You drive around Tokyo in a Mario Kart environment. I don't know the details, but we're supposed to try to do that too. So it should be lots of fun. I'm planning to do probably just a very light vlog of the trip here and there. I'll probably just grab some clips here and there. So I'll probably share a little bit of that. But that'll just be leading up to the Computex stuff the week following. So I'm very much looking forward to the trip. I've only been to Japan once, but I really, really had a good time. So looking forward to going back.
Cool. Pub Shepherd, $10. Hi, Hi, Pyle.
Hey, Pup.
Hi, Paul and Kyle. Have you tried to do a show with new guests each week? I am on S2 of mine. 46 episodes so far, 1 episode every week. I'm about to do a second show with expert guests. 2-show weekly, fun. Paul and I don't really have special guests on here. Unless, like, one of us is gone, and sometimes we'll have, like, a special co-host to fill in one of our places. But we like to keep it simple, and, you know, if one of us is gone and we don't make it too big of a deal about it, and we'll just, you know, postpone the show or whatever, we don't like to set that precedent, because I feel like once you invite one person on the show, then sometimes it opens the floodgates, and everyone's like, hey, why didn't I get invited? And it just becomes complicated. It's kind of hard to explain unless you're familiar with that sort of thing. But yeah, you know, Paul and I love each other very much, and when two people love each other as much as Paul and I do, there's no one else in the world who can really compare, and so we never want to jeopardize that relationship. No homo, of course. Hashtag no homo. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
It's much simpler when we never have guests.
Yeah. Easy this way.
It's very easy.
Very easy.
Yeah.
All right, Dexter2433, $5. Do y'all ever toy with Linux just for grins? I tried once,
Barely.
and it scared me, and I went back crawling to Windows.
Yeah.
Running back to Windows.
Barely.
But, you know, that's not to say that I would never jump into Linux later on, but for now, Windows is doing everything for me just fine. You know, I don't know. If I ever want to get into Linux, I'll probably hit Wendell up and have him teach me all of everything he knows. Become a Linux wizard.
Me too.
But,
That's my plan.
yeah. Falcons Fans, 1979, $5. I have a 500 gig M.2 SSD as my main drive, but I have quite a few spinning hard drives, and I'm wondering if I would still benefit by getting an Optane drive.
It depends what you're doing. Optane has really good responsiveness.
And which Optane?
And for certain tasks that tend to lean more towards enterprise space or like a server, it's pretty effective. Chances are you're not going to see much of a difference with most of the tasks that you're probably doing on a standard home desktop computer if you're comparing an Optane drive to a 500 gig M.2, especially if it's NVMe. If it's an NVMe drive in particular, you're not going to see much difference.
Yeah.
That said, Optane drives are really nice. The performance is awesome. Numbers are really great. It's just, in order to take advantage of that, you need to be doing specific use case scenarios, which tend to lean more towards the server side than consumer side.
And like the 900p, I think, is the one that I would recommend. That's the one that I actually got. Wendell suggested that one.
905? Oh, no, 905 is a new one.
905 is the new one. 900p is semi-new, but that one has incredibly good endurance and really good write speeds. Whereas the smaller, like the 800p or whatever, 850 or 800p, those are kind of trash from the reviews I was reading. Don't quote me, but do your research. Hey Lung, $5. Master Liquid Light ML 120L or stock Wraith Prism for an R7 2700X at 4.3 gigahertz. Fighting clearance in Meshify C for radiator. Tweeted y'all a pic for reference.
Probably didn't see the pic, but
Yeah,
if you have the option of the ML120L,
definitely.
I would go for it.
Yeah.
You're not paying a ton of money there. I always get like sort of an on the fence feeling when it comes to the liquid cooling / high-end air cooling market, because I appreciate some of the you avoid some of the potential failure points of a liquid cooler by going with a high-end air cooler, and you can get high-end air coolers for 50 to 70 or 80 bucks that would do a much better job than the Wraith Prism. That said, liquid is the most efficient way of evacuating the heat from the CPU, so the Master Liquid Light ML120L. I have one over there. It's a nice little cooler, and so that's a nice upgrade for you, especially if you've overclocked. So, yeah, fit it in there, Hylung.
Make it happen.
TV Chow!
TV Chow, $10. I was at the gym today using the men's bathroom. The men's bathroom is right beside the women's, per usual. I walked out of the men's bathroom, brain farted, and held the door for my gym crush. So you held the door to the men's bathroom open for your gym crush. Well, if your gym crush was a guy, I'd say that's appropriate. But assuming that it's a woman, you done fucked up, sir.
That must have been a bit embarrassing.
You can no longer attend that gym. You must cancel your membership immediately and transfer over all of your personal.
But Davey, hopefully your crush, your gym crush, appreciated the gesture of you thinking about them, because that's important to a lot of people. And even though we're not sure whether we're talking male or female, or we're not making assumptions here, but hopefully they appreciated that you were thinking about them, and I think that's
great. He wants me to walk into this room full of dicks. What a guy.
No, the thought was that, like, you were saving them the arduous task of opening a door, which, as we know, is very challenging for lots of people, opening that door.
That's true.
You doing it for them.
She may have had no arms.
Could have been a life-changing experience. Thank you, TV Chow.
Thanks, man.
For the $10.
Long Island Man 99, $10. Hey, Paul or Kyle, have you ever undervolted a laptop GPU on a budget gaming laptop? Is there any performance gain?
Long Island Man 99, it's a little subjective what you're asking here. If you were able to undervolt a laptop GPU and at the same time increase the clock speed, which might be possible with a certain number of laptop GPUs that are very tolerant for that.
Yeah.
But, overclocking is your mileage may vary situation, and every GPU is a little bit different. So,
right.
Yes, in some very specific situations with the right GPU, you might be able to undervolt and overclock, and then, yes, you would see a performance gain. If all you're doing is undervolting and maintaining the same clock speeds, you'll see the same performance, but you'll see less power usage and probably less heat generated. So those are the two benefits that you might get from undervolting.
Yeah, you'll just have to test it out to see what's what. But thank you for the donation there, Mr. Long Island Man. Andrew Schweier, 5 Canadians. Okay, GIMP for picture manipulation, but for video editing, would Blender's video editing be good for a freemium editing program? I've never used Blender to video.
From my understanding, Blender is more of the 3D rendering type program than
video
editing program.
Yeah.
I've heard various things about Vegas for video editing. What's the Cybermedia? Cybermedia made a video editing program that they were trying to
I don't even know.
to get some uptake on that I heard was okay. But yeah, I don't know of it either. Vegas is usually like the not Adobe Suite option that I hear people editing on. That's costs a lot less, but gets the job done. And
right.
I haven't used it myself, but I haven't heard anything terrible about it, so probably just fine. Maybe it doesn't have all the features of Adobe, but yeah.
Get by as a starter.
Freemium, I'm not sure. Like YouTube editing, like you can upload to YouTube and edit and stuff. That's horrible. Don't try that.
Don't do that at all. I don't know. I would do some research. I haven't really looked into it, so I can't tell you. I haven't
either. I apologize, Andrew. I wish we could give you a better answer for that.
I'm sure there is a decent freemium one, though. Yeah. Somewhere out there.
It's got to be around.
Rod 902658. That's my father-in-law.
Oh, thanks, Rod.
Why, thank you for donating $10 to Paul, my arch nemesis.
Thank you.
We are no longer family.
So you're putting your money where your mouth is. And
he's just donating to
indicating clearly
to his favorite child.
Who your favorite tech YouTuber is. It's me.
I feel betrayed.
Sel, why are you donating money to us, Sel? Thank you for your $5 donation. Hey guys, sorry for being late. He was in school.
Hey, that's fun.
If I had to fight you guys, I would bring a Gundam Kyle. A Gundam Kyle? I'm hoping to see the life-size Gundam in Tokyo. I've heard there's a full-size one.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That'd be cool to see.
Good photo op.
But thank you, Sal.
Thanks, man. We should be paying you.
Hopefully we'll never have to actually fight to the death.
Yeah. Atomic AJ 74, $50. Paul, sorry I missed your donation last week, but your wife, buy your wife some flowers or whatever it is Mrs. Paul's Hardware loves.
Well, I will. Thank you, Atomic AJ. I know she loves pizza, and I know we're going to eat pizza soon. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah.
Stephen Hill, $20. Hey, gents. Thanks, Paul, I just finished my first NAS using your guide as a baseline in a giant Fantex case you may be familiar with. Are you planning on doing a NAS video update with the Corsair 1000D? Both of you fly safely. Thanks, man.
Stephen, yes, I am. Getting the NAS up and running in the Corsair 1000D. I'm actually very much looking forward to. Excuse me. because for one, my NAS hasn't been up and running for several months now, which sucks. It's mainly because the USB drive on it died. The reason I don't have that one up and running yet is because, like, for a FreeNAS main operating system drive, you can run it off of a flash drive. So getting like a really high-end SSD or something like that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm actually going to be using an M.2 drive for that build, even though it's not the most practical thing to spend money on, but I'm not going to like try to... I don't want to drop in a 480 gig M.2 drive in that. So I'm getting a 120 gig Corsair M.2 drive to put in there, but it hasn't arrived yet. So yeah, I still have some more work to do on that, but I'm going to get it set up, and I will do continued videos on it and setting it up. And yeah, I want to be able to turn off every single computer I own except for that NAS, and have that on to have remote connection for data storage, as well as running the Plex server to do TV, to like record TV and stuff.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
One build to rule them all. Next we have Binary Grind, $5. I want to get into VR.
Wait, you skipped Moshe Koyanov.
I think that's a repeat.
Oh.
Binary Grind, $5.
right,
I want to get into VR. I'm looking to pick up a setup soon. If you had to pick one now, which would it be? HTC Vive or Oculus Rift? Whoa.
I still like HTC Vive.
Yeah.
Oculus Rift has made some strides to catch up, but I still like HTC Vive. I like the whole room experience and the light box. Even though there's a lot to set up with the light boxes and everything, I like being able to move around and stuff. I feel like it's
the coolest part about VR.
Yeah.
I agree. Jay Bailey, $5. I just bought an Inwin CE685 FH300TB3 with a 300 watt power supply. How are the power supplies in those cases? They're actually pretty good. Inwin used to make power supplies a lot more than they do now. And from what I've heard, they're fairly reliable and have usually an 80 plus rating. They don't skimp on their power supplies, last time I checked. So I would imagine that they're okay. I would look up reviews anyway, just to see. But I feel like they are very proud. They very proudly stamp their name on their power supplies. And
it's not 80 plus rated though.
Is it not?
Well, at least it's not in the specs as far as I can tell.
I was saying that with like their higher end cases in mind, the ones that are like $500 plus. I didn't realize that this was a more budget.
This is about $100 like a HTPC case with the built-in power supply.
I should have assumed with 300 watts.
Honestly, though, I mean, like for like power supplies are the type of product where like you can critique the crappy ones and be like, this is poorly made, and it might have a slightly higher failure rate.
Right.
But there's, if your failure rate is 8% instead of 3%. Then there's still going to be 92% of people who get that power supply and use it, and it's just fine.
Right.
So a lot of people who buy this type of system with a 300 watt power supply aren't going to be putting a huge load on it for this type of build.
Yeah.
And it would probably be fine as well.
True.
It's probably not going to be super crazy high-end, 80 plus gold rating with all the highest end capacitors and stuff in there.
Yeah.
You might not be getting the greatest efficiency. So if you're really concerned, then maybe look for something that you could swap out.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Moshe Koyanov, once again, $5. I have a GTX 1080 and I'm thinking of doing a custom loop. Any tips, and would you maybe like to do it if I sponsor a video?
Moshe, hard to say about the sponsoring the video thing because we get lots of requests for that. But if you're thinking of doing a custom loop with the 1080, I would recommend, if you've already got the 1080, and it is a Founders Edition, or at least the Founders Edition PCB, that will give you a much wider range of options when it comes to GPU blocks that can go on there. And there's even more options now, like EK has like their, what's it called? The aluminum kits that they make.
Oh, yeah.
Liquid Gaming, I forget what they call that series, but
yeah, I forget too.
There's lots of kits you can buy and stuff that you can get in there and look cool and get yourself up and running. And if you've never done a custom loop before, then those kits will kind of give you everything you need, and so there's a little bit less to worry about as far as the details go.
Yeah, it's good for beginners.
So that's maybe what I would point you towards. But yeah, best of luck. There's lots of ways you can go when you're liquid cooling. So I hope you have fun.
GG.
All right, Hailong.
Hailong, $5. I'm not the best with thermals knowledge. Thank you for the insight. If y'all see my tweet soon, thinking of throwing the radiator on the rear panel spot.
Okay.
I don't see any issue with that.
Neither do I.
Probably only get to fit a 120 back there, whatever case it is. Again, needs more information, but good luck, Hailong. Fat Guy Fun Time, $5. Having an issue with getting ChromaCam to work. Something about it needing virtual drivers. Do you guys have any experience with ChromaCam?
I've never heard of ChromaCam before. What is that?
Neither have I. I have no idea. Remove your background with a green screen. It's green screen software. So maybe you're using it for Twitch streaming, for example. Yeah, I don't really have any experience with that. I've done all my green screening in the past with After Effects, but that wasn't live streaming related. So
OBS, you can also do keying with, I believe, but I haven't done it. So
I don't even know.
So I can't give you any good advice, Fat Guy Fun Time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
I haven't tried ChromaCam.
Good luck, though.
ChromaCam.
ChromaCam.
We do appreciate your $5 donation, though.
Jared.
Although we've given you nothing in return.
I know. Jared and Clark. They should expect it by now. $20. Paul, how effective would the Ukulele Implant be at cooling a CPU?
Probably minimal. There's not much actual fluid transfer that's going on there. It's all self-contained. So you probably set it on top there. It would absorb some heat, but then it would warm up, and then it would just be an insulator, I think.
Yeah. Harris Bicevac, $5. Question on student build. I will be doing a CAD modeling for which I would like to be able to do stress analysis and simulations using my models. Help.
Okay, if you're doing CAD modeling, I'd recommend you want more memory. You also want more cores and threads on your CPU. So consider a 16 gig memory solution, maybe 32 gigs if you can afford it. And I would look at something along like a 2600X or 2700X right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and just even like a high performance gaming graphics card would serve you well. If you really wanted to go full workstation and you're not gaming at all, then the Quadros will work too. Those can be a little pricier though.
I'm not... Yeah. Okay. Let's move on.
Cooper Wood, $50. Hey guys, built my first PC last week. I followed Kyle's build vid and Paul's BIOS Windows vid, and everything worked great. Thank you guys so much.
Awesome.
By the way, DaVinci Resolve is a great free video software. Oh yeah, I forgot DaVinci Resolve is free. So you could do all your editing through Resolve if you wanted to. Person who asked that earlier. That's a good tip there, Cooper Wood. Thank you very much. Moshe Koyanov, once again, $5. Did you guys watch Deadpool 2 yet? Yes. If yes, what are your thoughts? I have not watched it yet.
I haven't seen it.
Don't spoil it for me. Shut up. I'm not looking at chat anymore. And that's it. Johnson Twitch raid. All right, let's do all that stuff.
Yay.
Do we have any Johnsons?
Maybe one or two.
I have...
Oh my gosh, I have quite a few actually.
Shane Smart. Thank you very much for picking up a Beware of Bottlenecks dark gray Heather t-shirt and a BIOS Flasher heavy mate. Oh wow, you bought like 3 or 4 things.
My god.
And then Samson for picking up a desk mat. Yay. I'm gonna use the restroom.
Riley.
Sound them off.
Johnson Riley, got a couple decals. Thank you so much. And Johnson to you, Riley. Paul. I like your name, Paul. From Australia. Oh my gosh. Metallic silver Heather charcoal lightweight zipper hoodie. I think you might be one of the few first people to have ordered that one. Also the stainless steel bottle opener. Thank you so much, Paul. And a Johnson for you. William B. from Pennsylvania got the metallic silver Heather Navy lightweight hoodie, the limited edition one. You're going to be one of the few people rocking that one. Thank you, William. Oh, wait, nope, clicked on the wrong thing. John S. from Texas, the Star Wars Navy t-shirt and the thumbscrew decal. Thank you. And Johnson to you, John. Wait, where's the next thing? Okay, here it is. Click. Anthony C. from Arizona, the metallic silver Heather Navy lightweight hoodie. Thank you, Johnson to you, Anthony. I think that will keep you warm, but not too warm. It is a lightweight hoodie, after all. Kevin L from Colorado got the mouse pad and desk mat set, as well as the 2-glass pub glass set. Thank you, N.A. Johnson, for you. And Shane S from Wyoming got the, oh my gosh, lightweight zipper hoodie, gray and black, silver men's black tri-blend t-shirt, the Awesome Hardware Star Wars shirt, and the Thumbscrew gaming desk mat. Wow. Lots of things. Many, many things. Thank you, N.A. Johnson, for you as well. I think that's pretty much going to do it for my half of the show. So this is usually the time where we tell you guys to go and do a raid. So let me see how that's working out. Cell Processing, our awesome moderator, usually lines this up, and yes, he has. So if you guys are watching live right now and you're bored and you don't have anything else to do, then go over to twitch.tv/LunaLyric. That's spelled LunaLyrik.
Luna Lyric.
Once again, twitch.tv/LunaLyric. LunaLyrik. Go over to Luna Lyric's stream and tell Luna that we sent you. Kyle is checking that stream out right now.
Aha!
There it is.
She is streaming painting and positive vibes and drawing.
She's currently has 29 viewers, so she will hopefully notice if she suddenly has more than that. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, of course, hit the thumbs up button as always. If you didn't watch the first half, the link to that on Kyle's channel is down in the video's description.
Yep.
If anyone wants to do timestamps, we greatly appreciate that always. Post those in the video's description and we will pin you, but make sure they're accurate. Don't try to troll us like that one guy who did that one time.
Yeah, we see you.
We're keeping our eye out for that.
Yep.
This time. And finally, raid Luna. And that's all.
Have a good night.
Thanks, guys. Wow. All right.
Great time to end the show.
Yeah, you're right. It is.